Hello, my little lovebirds. TonyaTKO here. And listen, oh my goodness, listen. Today I got shafted. Oh God, you have to hear about this. Where is my lip gloss? Let me get my lip gloss popping. Let me tell you guys what happened to me. You know, instead of lip gloss, I'm gonna put some vitamin E on my lips. Oh goodness, let me tell you. All right, I got shafted today. First of all, you remember, our text messages are going off. Listen, you remember last night I couldn't sleep and everything? Well, I went through all those motions last night. Then I made the video, and then after I made the video, I got that off of my chest that way because the journal thing only shaved off about a quarter of it. And then when I did the video, I got more off my chest, and then I was able to get to bed, and the other half of it got off my chest when I made my confrontation today. Oh, woosah, baby! I got that off my chest. Yes, I did, and it was a little nerve-wracking at first because I don't know how to put this. I don't have a problem with confronting people, but I hate awkwardity. That's not a word, is it? Just pretend like it is, okay? I hate awkwardity. Okay, I hate awkwardness. And so it was a little bit awkward making my confrontation, so I did that. And then I realized, you know what? One day I'm going to tell you guys the story, but right now in the midst of it, I can't tell you guys the story. But what I will tell you is how I got shafted today. Now, I don't do a lot of reality life casting. I don't talk about my regular situations. I always use some code words and nicknames and all that other stuff. But let me tell you, and I hope that this is embarrassing for me, but I hope that my story can help some ladies out there to know what you need to do in a certain situation. Listen to what happened. Okay, so, I'm having a going away party because I'm leaving for a few months, so I'm having a going away party next Friday. So I'm trying to get all of the preparations for that. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get out the last of the shea butters, all of the international people. I'm trying to get that out. So, today I was supposed to meet up with an acquaintance. Right. We were supposed to, he wanted to drop off, he's German. He wanted to drop off some German cake for me. And if you guys know anything about European chocolates and foods and stuff, is this light right in my face? Hold on. That's too dark. Okay, hold on. Okay. So anyway, so he was supposed to drop off some German cake for me, right? And, is this too low? I'm stalling. Let me get to the heart of the story. He was supposed to drop off some German cake for me, so I was like, I'm not going to have him come to my house because, this is an acquaintance, not even an associate, because I'd only met him once. And so he was like, he had some German cake called Lebkuchen that was coming in from Germany. His mama was sending it to him. And he's in New York all by himself, so his mama sent him a little care package. And the cake is supposed to be so good, he was going to bring some for me. And I've been waiting for the cake for a really long time, so today was the day that he was going to deliver it to me. So remember I went out of town for this ski trip, and then I came back in. And then so we've kind of been missing each other. And then he sent me a text message this morning, because he had not been bringing the cake to work. He sent me a text message. He's like, okay, I'm gonna deliver the cake. He's like, cake delivery today. He doesn't really speak English, all of that. He speaks English. He's still learning. So he sent me a text. He's like, cake delivery today. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, we can meet after you get off of work, but I told him I had to run an errand first. And my cell phone battery is booty because it stays on the charger all the time. If you have a cell phone, don't keep it on charger all the time. Charge it up when it's dead, because if you keep it on the charger, it's going to die. Like, I take my cell phone off the charger, it dies 5 minutes later. So I got to get a new battery, but I'm looking for a new cell phone service and all of that. So to make a long story short, the reason why I told you that is because when I went outside, I didn't have my cell phone with me, and I had not talked to the German guy since earlier in the day. So we were going to meet at this lounge in Harlem. So the German guy was coming all the way up, but I hadn't spoken to him, so I wasn't sure if he was still coming up. So after I ran my errands related to the party, I went to the rendezvous point where I was supposed to meet the German guy, but I didn't have my cell phone charged up, and I hadn't spoken to him from earlier in the day, so I wasn't sure if he was going to come. And so there was a guy who was there drinking after work, with his suit on and everything. So I went and I since I was waiting and had extra time anyway, I went over to the guy and we started talking, and it turns out that he's from the island, the sister island that my family is from, and you know I'm going to be going to Nevis. So this guy is from St. Kitts, and he goes to St. Kitts every month, he says. And you know, so we got to talking, and he seems like a really cool person. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, you know, holler at me when you come down there. We could go out to dinner or whatever. So I gave him my cell phone number for Nevis, because I have a Nevis cell phone, of course, right? So I gave him my Nevis cell phone number, and he was like, okay, you know, small world and all of this other stuff, right? And it was so crazy. Let me tell you, like, everything was going good. Everything was going good. We were talking, even so much so that I was like, well, let me give him my, you know, my number and my website. So I gave him my my home phone number here in the States, because I'm like, this is a cool dude. You know, I wouldn't mind keeping in touch with him. A physician, business owner, and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So let me tell you, okay. My German friend, I wasn't sure if he was coming. I hadn't spoken to him. He was 40 minutes late. So me and this dude, we had about almost an hour to get to talking. So while we were talking and stuff like that, because I was like, you know what? Because everybody was eating all around us. And I was like, you know what? I'm waiting for my friend to come. I was like, you know, if you see, I was like, because my back was to the door. I was like, if you see, you know, a white German, I was like, if you see a big white guy come inside the door, you know, just let me know or whatever. And I told him, I said, you know, this guy is coming to bring me some cake, and it's some German cake. It's supposed to be really good, blah, blah, blah. So he knew I was meeting somebody, and I was like, you know what? I told him I hadn't spoken to the dudes. I don't know if the guy is still coming or whatever. And it was cool. Dude was nice. We were chilling, and people were eating. I was like, I'm waiting for my friend to come before I order food, but I'm really hungry. So he was like, no, you know, we can order. You want something? He said, you want something? He's like, yeah. So we get like this plate of catfish, right? And I order a salad, right? And it was so good. Oh my goodness. The salad had like fresh pecans and like blue cheese, I think it's called, like blue crumbled cheese, and it had like all of these different dark green grains, and it had thin slices of like green apple in it. The salad was so good, and the catfish was really good too. So me and the guy are talking, and like halfway through our meal, German dude comes in. So I'm like, hey, you know, this is this and this is that. So, you know, we are all talking, right? But the more we talk, the more, because like after the fact, you know, they say hindsight is 20/20. So after the fact, the guy's face is kind of like getting like, he stops talking, he kind of like withdraws into himself. So I'm like, oh, you know, this is probably some sort of guy thing, you know, like, oh, another guy came into the pack, so now, you know, he's acting all funny or whatever. So I was like, so I sat and I stayed there, and I ate all of my food. I ate all of the food with the dude, right? I ate all of the catfish and fries and all of that. And I was like, because I told the German guy, I was like, because first of all, he's 40 minutes late. You know, I'm already chilling, you know, with next dude, right? So, this is so stupid. Listen. So I'm already chilling. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Listen, I'm single. Let's understand that. All right, I'm single. So I'm like, I don't owe anybody anything. I learned that the hard way, because I was in Georgia one time, and I was jogging, and I saw this beautiful dude. Oh my God. First of all, I was jogging with one of my neighbors. I was like jogging up the street, and I saw this beautiful dude, and the dude was trying to kick it to me. But because I was jogging with my neighbor, I didn't want to be disrespectful to him by taking this next dude's rap. And I didn't like my neighbor, and I didn't owe him anything, but I ended up not talking to the gorgeous dude because of some dude that I don't even know. So I was like, listen, I don't owe anybody anything. So I told German dude, I was like, you know what, I'll be done in just a second. So I sat there and I ate, but that dude from St. Kitts, the black dude, he was steadily like, because, you know, German Cat was talking about my live show or different things that had happened. So I told the guy, I'm like, oh, you know how I do a live show once a week. And the guy was really non-responsive. So I was like, all right. So after I finished my food, I was like, okay. And so I went and I started digging in my bag to take out money, right? I pulled out my wad. Where's my bag? My bag is right here. So I put my hand down into my bag, right? And I pull out my money. Where's my money? Why can't I find my money all of a sudden? Where is my loot? Let me find out something happened to my dough. So anyway, listen, I had like $60. Where's the rest of my money? Oh, this is the Lebkuchen. That's the cake that the German guy brought me. It is good. It is good. I can't find my money. Look at how, I don't know what happened. I think the universe took my money from me. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. But so anyway, right? I really can't find that money. Maybe it's in my coat pocket. So anyway, I'll just use these $1 bills. So I had all these 20s and I had some ones, right? So I took out all of this money, and I went to go pay, and he was like, no, don't worry about it. I got it, right? So I was like, no, I was like, let me take care of it. He's like, no. So I was like, okay, well then at least let me pay the tip, right? And he was like, okay, right? So I went and I gave him somewhere between $5 to $10 in ones. It was I had like a whole bunch of ones that were together, so I gave him all of those. It was like $5, $6, or $7, one of those, right? I'm not exactly sure, but I know that it was enough for a tip because my salad was what, $8. The whole thing was like $18, so $20, whatever, you know. So anyway, so I gave him $5 to $7. My salad was $8. The catfish was probably $9. Very cheap, and it was good too. So then anyway, right? So I took my salad, me and the German guy went off to the next side, and we were just talking or whatever. And you know what? You can tell from body language what type of situation, whatever it is. And I'm sure I didn't have no body language with the German guy that would give an indication that he and I were, you know, whatever. So the dude leaves, right? Let me tell you, the dude leaves. He doesn't even say goodbye or anything, and I'm like, wow, that's odd. And then I see like the waitresses are like whispering and pointing at me and all this other stuff, and I was like, well, what is that about or whatever, right? Why oh why when I finished my salad, they was like, oh, can I get you anything else, right? Except for, you know, can I get you your check? And I was like, oh no, you know, that was like, this guy over here took care of it. And they were like, no, he didn't. Why did this guy, first of all, my salad is $8. Why did this guy take the $7 that I gave for the tip? Why did he take that money? He gave the waitress a $1 tip for 2 plates of food and some alcohol. He gave her a $1 tip. $1. Took all my money, right, that I gave him. Because listen, I was a waitress when I was in Atlanta, so I always overtip my waitresses because I know how hard it is being a waitress, and I like to splurge on them because every penny counts, and sometimes you need a person to come in and give a big tip to make it worthwhile. Why did he take my whole tip? I'm serious. I tip between 20 and 40%. And if it's really good, I will tip 50%. I do not play. I tip my waitresses. If they give me good service. If they don't give me good service, I tip them, you know, a normal amount, 10% or something like that. But if they give me some good service, I'm tipping 20 to 40%. So anyway, right? He took my damn money. And then the people were like, no, I was like, did he at least give you a tip? I was like, did he at least give you money as a tip? That way, because I don't care. I pay for my salad. I don't care. I got money. I got $10. I'm so hot. No. Okay, listen. So I'm like, oh no. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to double pay. I'm like, I gave this dude money. And you know what? This is part of the establishment's fault too. Don't let people leave without squaring up their bill. You need to find out what's exactly going on. So dude left with my money. I guess he was angry. I don't know why he was angry, you know, and I got stiffed. He stiffed me. So what I ended up doing was I gave them, my salad was $5. I'd already given about $7. So I gave another $5. I was like, listen, I'm not going to double pay. I was like, you know, this guy, I was like, you know, you should have checked with him. You checked with me to see what's going on or whatnot. Right? So I gave an extra $5 as another tip for the waitress who had the issue, whatever, but I talked to management about that. And I just think it's just crazy. Isn't it? It's just craziness. And I'm like, okay, now this is a dude who I gave my cell phone number to in the Caribbean. So we're talking about $8. Listen, I don't have any need to try to play anybody out over $8. Listen, you don't know how I lived my life. Listen, oh, honey, I don't need to play for $8. Oh, no. I don't even need to play for $800. Listen, you better act like you know. Anyway, so let me go on with my story. So, I'm sorry. I'm just like, I was going to go out with him in the Caribbean. Be a gentleman. I'll hang out with you in the Caribbean. You know, things are different over there. You're dressed in summer clothes. The breeze is blowing. Water is all around you. The air is humid and fully charged from the equator. And he got upset over $8 or some German dude who I'm not even blase-in with. He really sold himself short. Tell me what you guys think about this story. And I want to give a message to the ladies. Listen, you know what? If you're gonna listen, because I could have given him the whole amount. You know, because my food was only $8. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him about $7, and still he took all of that. Even if I had given an amount for the, spiteful, vindictive people, it's better to know this stuff in the beginning. Because you know what? I could have ended up going down there, going out with him. I could have ended up getting beat up. Or strangled or something, because that don't even seem right. That does not even seem right. So I wanted to get you guys' point of view about this. What do you guys think about this situation? Has anything like this ever happened to you? This has never happened to me. If you give somebody some money for something, they say they're going to take care of something, you give them the money for the tip, they take care of it. What type of petty person flips the script at the end and then come on now? We're not even talking about major figures. Come on. So anyway, tell me what you think about this situation. What would you have done if you were me? Would you have paid the additional money even though you had already paid? Would you have just let it go? Would you have not even offered to pay the tip? Would you have paid the whole bill, his part and your part? What would you have done? I know what I did. I did not double pay. No, I'll double tip, but I don't know what they were doing. How do you let somebody leave without finding out what the deal is? Maybe we had a misunderstanding. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's why I've done lost my $20. How much did I lose? I done lost $40 now. Listen, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when he said no, I got it. Maybe he meant no, I only got mine. I don't got yours. Maybe that's what he meant. I really don't know. Guys, am I wrong? Was it wrong for me to go off with the German guy? Just tell me. I don't know. I need some input. I need some input on this. I need some input because it was odd to me, but I'm happy that it happened now, so I know not to even waste my time. The more and more young people write to me who are excited about relationships, and I'm like, the longer you live, the less excited you get, because there's just too much foolishness going on, just too much. You know what? I'm surprised that I was even surprised by that. After this, I will no longer be surprised about that type of situation. You can expect anything from anybody nowadays. Anyway, I'm out of here. Subscribe to my videos. Come over to my website, TonyaTKO.com. I'm going live next Wednesday with a live Q&A show, and I'm leaving the Friday after that. So wish me luck, you guys. I still have to start packing. Anyway, I love you all. People who are in New York, if you want to go to my going away party, come over to my website and give me a holler. And people who are in New York, the New York tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, I have a meetup group. If you go to www.meetup.com/ready, the number 2, and mingle, ready to mingle, you can come over to my page and you can come to the events that I do. And like, I'm going to First Saturdays in Brooklyn this Saturday, and then Sunday I'm having an adult board game party. Next Friday is my going away party, and then after that is the after party, girls only slumber party in a 5-star double suite hotel. Listen, oh my goodness, we're doing it up. So anyway, if you're in New York, come holler at me. That's meetup.com/ready to mingle or TonyaTKO.com/meetup. And let's do this. There's more than one way to keep in touch with me, but I really want your input on this situation. What do you think about that? This guy trying to shaft me with the bill, taking the money that I gave him. What do you guys think about it? Did I deserve that? Is this person crazy? Did we have a misunderstanding? How did you take it when he's like, no, I got it? I don't know. Anyway, listen. Listen. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. TonyaTKO. Peace.